beautiful mansion located here on Millionaires Row in a very historical downtown Denver full of pioneer history and many stories from the beyond. But first, let us come to the historical mansion of Dennis Sheedy, Denver entrepreneur and Renaissance man. Today, a historical landmark and happily a home once again in over 100 years to Unbridled Solutions, a Denver-based event production and management agency. A wonderful sight to see this stunning manor again restored to the home's original grandeur. Now we cross the street and we come to our main attraction, the infamous Whitehead-Peabody Mansion, one of the leading haunted houses on Denver's most haunted tours. This large, rambling red brick home was built for a Dr. William Riddick Whitehead, a battlefield surgeon during the Crimean Wars between Russia and France and the American Civil Wars. This home was designed by famed Frank Edbrooks of the Queen Anne style, who also designed the Brown Palace Hotel and the Oxford Hotel, two of Denver's historical hotels. Dr. Whitehead moved into his new home when it was finished by 1889. After spending many years on the battlefields as a surgeon, he was considered very talented, but lost many patients on the operating table. After some time, he felt he himself was haunted, seeing looming figures of those he lost watching and whispering to him. By 1902, he had fallen ill and passed away in this mansion. Soon, Colorado Governor James Peabody took up residence in the home, living here for 2 years. The home was said to be quiet during Peabody's stay, but his life was certainly not. He declared martial law on striking miners, making many powerful enemies, who did try to assassinate him twice. A planted bomb on a curb in front of the home, and another shooting by a hairy orchard. A suspected henchman for the Western Federation of Miners, who had left many dead in his wake. Not many lasted in the mansion after Peabody. In the 1950s, the renovations and supernatural it stirs begins to get noticed, being converted into restaurants and bars through the years. Through the 1960s and 70s, flying utensils, dishes, glasses, flickering lights, crying babies, moaning in the walls of the basement have occurred or been heard. A realty office located in the mansion in the 2000s, where employees noticed flying books off shelves, office equipment malfunctioning, paperwork disleveled and in disarray. A few sinister legends of the mansion can be heard told. A young lady waiting for her fiancé to return, and when he did not, she took her own life and can be seen floating through the rooms in the second floor. And another where in the 1970s workers were in the mansion and noticed a young girl walking by. They lured her into the mansion, assaulting her, taking her life and burying her in the foundation walls. Could be only a story to embellish ghostly tours of this shadowy mansion, or maybe not. Three apparitions have been seen here on a regular basis. Shadow people lurk in the darkness. The famed hit TV show Ghost Adventures came here and filmed an episode, catching what seemed evidence of this incident. I will link it down below. This historical mansion was saved from being demolished and is now a historical landmark. Walking around this beautiful mansion, I definitely got the feeling that they like visitors, but not necessarily visitors who want to stay. But if you're looking for a place to live, this might be opening up soon. About 20 minutes southeast of the mansion lies the second largest Denver cemetery, Fairmount Cemetery, founded in 1890. We shall be visiting this extensive pioneer cemetery with its grand scale landmarks and grounds. But for now, we shall come to Dr. William Riddick Whitehead and his family gravesite. Dr. Whitehead was born in 1834 in Suffolk City, Virginia. He entered the Virginia Military Institute in 1847. He then attended University of Virginia and entered the medical department and University of Pennsylvania and graduated in 1853. He traveled to Paris to further his studies. When Russia went to war with the Crimean Peninsula, he proceeded to Vienna, Austria, and signed with the Russian army as a staff surgeon. He was able to study under Nikolai Pirogov, a renowned Russian surgeon considered the founder of field surgery and the first to use anesthesia on the battlefield. Upon the end of the war, Dr. Whitehead was awarded the Knight's Cross of the Imperial Order of Saint Stanislaus, whereas he traveled back to France and in 1860 was awarded another degree from the Paris School of Medicine to land a professorship at the New York Historical Medical College in clinical medicine. But the Civil War broke out. In 1861, he went south. He was appointed surgeon of the 44th Virginia, serving in Jackson's Valley campaign, tending the wounded of the 12th Georgia at McDowell. Of September of 1862, he was chief surgeon under Jubal Early. Early in 1863, he was restored to the 44th and participated in Chancellorsville. He took charge of several hundred wounded at Gettysburg, where they ran short of surgeons and soldier nurses, Being taken captive, they managed to escape along with 2 chaplains by buying off a sergeant of the guard with a $10 greenback. After the war, William Whitehead practiced in New York City. In 1872, he moved to Denver, Colorado, where he married Eliza Flynn Benton and had 4 children. He served on the city council and taught medicine at the University of Denver from 1883 to 1885. He served on the chairman of medicine and surgery at the University of Colorado Medical School. And in 1902, he passed away. Here we come. The Whitehead family grave site. Here's the Dr. William Riddick Whitehead. And we have son. At the beautiful Fairmont Cemetery. Here's his son, Thomas Lindsay, 1902 to 1904. Pay respects to the Whitehead family. Pictured here is Governor James Hamilton Peabody and his family graves, wife Frances Lillian Cleland, and children Calvin, Mary, Bridget, Cuthbert Cemetery.